incredibly, and we have an event in the park, in World War II Park. It's incredible. Like, it's going to be such a fun afternoon for everybody. So I also want to thank, all of the other organizations and community activists and everybody who's shown up, who's given, their time or money, or the people who are speaking and performing tonight. This has been a massive group effort, and in a city as great as Woonsocket that has never really before had the privilege and power that comes from a regular Pride event. We really, this is a really special moment. So thank you to everybody. If we can have another round of applause. So I wanted to talk a little bit before we, Leia's going to speak briefly and then we're going to march, but I want to talk a little bit about what happened at the city council meeting on Monday. Yeah. So we submitted an application for approval for the use of the park that we're ending in, and they voted on it Monday. They did support it, other than Roger Gillette, who voted no, without really saying why, but not before having one of the most incredibly LGBTQ phobic conversations I've ever seen a legislative body have.
First Amendment, anti-First Amendment.
Absolutely. So we're going to do a little thing that I learned from Cynthia Mendes. I'm going to say a thing that was said by the council, by one of the each of the council members, and you reply with whatever phrase comes to mind if the council member were to come and say that to you to your face. And bonus points if it contains profanity, whatever you say in response. So Valerie Gonzalez proposed that in passing our permit that they try to stop us from using profanity during the event.
Bullshit!
That's right. And Mayor Lisa Baldelli Hunt proposed that the city force us to pay for a police presence.
Bullshit! No cops at Pride.
And Roger Gillette just simply voted no without giving any reason.
Thank you.
That's right. And then Jim Canoyer, and I kid you not, said that if we criticize politicians at this event, they will not approve future events. That's right. And let's a little bit of a different phrase now. If they do that, what are we going to do this November and every November following?
Vote again.
Vote.
That's right. Can I hear that again?
Well, not too.
We'll talk a little bit more about that later at the second park, but I did just from a logistical standpoint, just wanted to let everybody know the march is about a mile. Me and Ken are going to be the ones leading. The three people over here in green vests are going to be sort of keeping the crowd to one lane of the road. The individual in the green hat back there is just kind of observing for legal purposes to make sure that if there's any confrontations with, counter protesters or whatever, everything's good. And did I get everybody? People who are medics, if you could raise your hand.
I know CPR.
Okay, well, but we have two specific designated medics. And so the final thing is just to be clear, this march is not a permitted event. I don't believe there'll be any pushback from the city. There's too many of us. But if there is, and you are uncomfortable with it, you're either welcome to just meet us at World War II Park or go to the sidewalk if it's during the event, and they'll leave you alone. So without further, and one more thing, if you're tweeting, Instagramming, Facebook posting, Snapchatting, whatever, what's the other one, the TikToking, I don't use TikTok, sorry. The hashtag Woonsocket Pride 2022, and I'll say that a couple more times.
I'll have to add that.
Awesome. So now I'd like to introduce Leia.